which was called the Chicago version, and introduced all the Chicago artists to that platform of Smack DVD and beyond.
That's dope. That's
So
dope.
now the Africans, of course, they bootlegging us to death. Not just them, but you know what I'm saying? The plants that's making the DVDs and the DVDs and CDs, everybody, it's the bootleg era. Now everybody bootlegging. So it made it seem like don't continue to do it because of that. So we fell back. Smack say, man, I'm about to go to this YouTube and do the URL. I said, cool. He started doing that, and then he created the battle rappings URL on you know, on the internet and setting up the bouts. So I support him, you know what I'm saying? And from that point, around the Global Gangster started saying they gonna go solo, they want to do this and that. Cool, I'm gonna support y'all. So I'm like, okay, if everybody gonna start doing it they way or go their way, I ain't gonna just let the label fold. I've been putting my money behind this for 20 years, so it's not like I don't know what I'm doing or how to do it. And that's what made me jump in the booth and do some EPs, which I think only done 3. Boss Life, They Talk It, I Live It, Talented Gangster, and Talk That Shit Capone. And then I did, I think, 2 more with the Global Gangsters, which was just myself, Free Chief Bias, and C-Note, which was Negative Press and Passport Game. Okay. So that was it, you know what I'm saying? So it became a quick little hobby for me, and it was fun, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For me to do it all on my own. And even right now, today, the EP sold. So it's like, I was just telling Benzino the other day, we was having a conversation. I'm like, rock stars can play their music and perform till they 90 years old, 100, or till they die. But when it's hip hop, they give us a 16 to 21 margin for real. Like, you gotta be 16 to 21. Anything over that, you can't rap. If some people feed into that, you know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like they do that just so they can rob them kids, you know what I'm saying? You know, misuse their contracts, take their publishing and stuff like that. That's why I feel like they was going so hard on it. Or not for nothing, just trying to shut the hip hop down, period. Because it started making too many millionaires. And it's like, just go from slavery, they misused us. Now we found the way to make money back, and their children is supporting the music. So now their children is making us rich, and they don't like that. So now let's find a way to shut it down. So I was just reading something the other day in Maryland where they're allowing rap lyrics to be able to be played in a courtroom.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like that's unconstitutional. I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? But it just further showed me how they trying to take the industry down, take the culture down.
Yeah.
You know, so
that happens a lot in Philly. You know, a few rappers in the city definitely, you know, they got this guy named Hollow, man. He's from 18 with W, a dope rapper and shit like that. He definitely uses lyrics against him. That happens definitely in Philly.
Be played in a courtroom.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like that's unconstitutional. I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? But it just further showed me how they trying to take the industry down, take the culture down.
Yeah.
You know, so
that happens a lot in Philly. You know, a few rappers in the city definitely
done one record, and then the same with Jeezy. But at the time, I wasn't aware of the friction between Jeezy and Ross.
Right.
So when it was so we wound up doing a song with Slick Puller. So when we came and was time to do the songs or whatever with Jeezy, we didn't get a chance to do the music with him, but we done a song with Slick Puller. But we was running around with Jeezy though. So any concerts, everything, we was there. You see what I'm saying? So then we went, then we wind up doing a 32 city tour with the Clips.
Oh shit. Okay.
So every night, because that's why I say, far as the Global Gangsters, we was the spitters of the city. You see what I'm saying? So we was the state property of Chicago. You see what I'm saying? So then so around that time with us, we got Bump J, we got LEP Bogus Boys. Then Bo Deal wound up going on 106 and Park. He made it to, was it 6 rounds or how many rounds was that?
What, on 106 and Park?
Yeah.
I don't think it was 6 rounds. I think it was probably like 3 rounds. I don't think it was 6.
No, it was more than that. It was like, I think it was like 5 or 6. But he was winning, you know what I'm saying? And he lost the last round just by cursing, but he won the whole thing. So Bo Deal wound up signing with Waka and them, with Brick Squad.
Yeah, Brick Squad.
So, you know, because at that time too, Gucci had it on Smash, you know, Gucci, Jeezy. So once again, Alan Grunblatt over E1 Koch called me in. This one we got myself, Big U, and Steve Lobel got Nipsey Hussle a deal over there. You know what I'm saying? So when I walked in, we was walking in for Nipsey, but they was like, the whole office went crazy when they seen me. Oh, we about to have the Global Gangsters over here. So Alan like, yeah, after we do this meeting, let's do it. Because Alan Grunblatt went to school out here in Chicago. He went to Chicago State. So he felt the need that he owed me one. So he was like, Joe, could I call Chicago, you know, and get the reading on you? I say, cool, call whoever you want to call. So he called the radio station. He called George's Music Room. Everybody he called, program directors, they gave him the thumbs up. Like, yes, if you looking for the movement, that's the movement that's moving.
You stand.
You know what I'm saying? So 50 Cent had wanted to sign Pistol Pete. Pistol was the beast. Pistol was the Meek Mill for y'all right now. You know what I'm saying?
I remember Pistol Pete. I remember Pistol Pete.
And I don't. And I just talked to him the other day. He got music. C-Note just sent me like 14 songs. Chachi got something going on. But I just feel like Big Blast just called me and asked for some beats. But I just feel like they can still do something right now today. Because they always had the talent. But I think they got discouraged throughout the time because they just got tired of like seeming like the doors was getting slammed in our face because the people were scared of us. You know what I'm saying?
So can you say you all got black? So it was a blackball thing going on and shit like that?
Yeah, it was a nervous thing going on. Like, man, I don't know if they, you know, JoJo might say they not gonna wild out, but every other week you hear about JoJo and them doing something to somebody. So I'm just was saying, like, if we doing music and on the road and traveling, doing tours, you don't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? We never going to be in y'all office wilding out or tripping. So they was just worried about all the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it never affected me. I never cared because I was staying independent anyway. So you know what I'm saying? But the artist might have felt some kind of way, you know, because it's like, damn, is our big opportunity getting affected by JoJo reputation? You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I felt like if that's the case, if 50 Cent wanted to do a deal with Pistol, cool. You can sign Pistol. I'ma manage him. Like, see, people don't understand business. Like, you can sign them to G Unit if you want. I'ma manage them though. You see what I'm saying? So you're not just gonna take what I built and throw me all the way. I mean, unless I just didn't care and do a buyout and keep it moving. Because at the same time, before I got pulled into the game, I was cool with just being a ghetto celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The projects and all the newest cars that came out. First dude in the city with the Cadillac Escalades. First with the Denali. First with that. You know what I'm saying? So I always been a trendsetter. That was nothing. But I always tried to help my community. That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying?
That's salute.
So, you know, so like I say, I done a show in Philly, done a show in Baltimore at y'all arenas. And I let them perform in arena crowds. No independents was doing that. So, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, see, I'm learning, man. You taking me to school again and shit like that. See, you was one of the first ones with carrying that independent, because that's the way right now. Everybody doing it. That's the way to go, the independent. You know what I mean? Everybody going in an independent way. The deal shit, a lot of people, I can do it this way, but you was the, you know what I mean? That's why I wanted, bro. I want you to open up to, because we got, my audience, they not tapped into the OGs and shit like that. So I bring y'all on the show to really give us the game and shit like that, and give us our stories. You know what I mean? I'm learning right along with the people that's on here, man. Because, like, y'all, you know, like, just like, you know, we was talking about Cool C and talking about Big Moss, everybody calling me. Listen, y'all paved the way, but you know what I mean. A lot of these young cats don't know though. You know what I mean? They don't know because y'all. I feel like it's like a gap. It's a gap between.
Some want to know, and then some don't care about the past or the history. So if you kind of know your audience, speak on the things that you know that you feel like they're interested in. Because I'm in tune with every generation. So if you want to, if you want to speak from Chief Keef and them on up, we can do that too. If that's your audience, you see what I'm saying?
Right. I know. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but like I said, it's a gap. It's a gap. Like you when you first got on here and shit like that, you like. I'm like, yo, tap into your story. I want to know what's up with JoJo and shit like that. I want to know JoJo. I want to know JoJo's story. But you was like, man, I'm not gonna keep on rewinding this. No, it's some people that don't know. I feel like the old heads not giving it to us and shit like that. And these young boys, what's up, man? These young boys is. No. I'm like, you finish your story. Continue on and shit like that. Continue on.
And I'm still saying, is where we at? And the GDs is the most hated. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of that. But a lot of these guys, some of them at once upon a time was GDs too.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it might have been internal issues that guys flipped. We call them false flaggers. Some would be a GD, then it'd be a Blackstone. We call them a false flagger, 11-pointer. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Just like to today, if you hear a person that's a blood, used to be a blood, now he a Crip, that's considered false flagging with us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so now it's like, that's why I say if Chicago come together, if the BDs and the GDs and the Blackstones and the Vice Lords all get on one accord, it's over with.
Yeah.
And see, it's like that's what's kind of giving the excuse to our people that's vice presidents and all that in these labels.
Okay.
Because they want to help as well, but they can't put their job on the line if they get this guy $1 million and then he do some beef rapping and he get killed tomorrow. That is, you know what I'm saying? Now that's a liability. So that's why I always tell these artists now, stop the dissing and just make good music. So I just heard that Lil Durk said he ain't gonna be dissing the dead no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's another thing. I was like the first one that created like tapping out
I
on the
mean,
dead.
but see that's what it is. When it's beef, it's beef. It's war, it's war. You know what I'm saying? It's ain't no off and on switch. It's go time. You know what I'm saying? It's
I understand that, but the this and the dead thing. I mean, did your era? I know it's certain rules with this shit.
We've done that too. We've done that.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we've done. See, like right now, it's actually two Chicago pages that's from back in the days, like when the gangs first started and all that. It's called Chicago Street Legends #1. Chicago Street Legends 1. That page, and it's another page called Shy Reigns. But see, Shy Reigns give you more in depth of like all the West Side guys for the most part.
Right.
The Chicago Street Legends 1 they give you the whole city. You see what I'm saying? So once again, it show you, I don't know who running both pages, but I salute both pages. Right. But I love the Chicago Street Legends one page because they show the variety of the whole city. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Of everybody back in the 80s. Like this started from the 50s, from the 40s on up. You know what I'm saying? Like the Vice Lords, you know what I'm saying? They had about 200 branches of Vice Lords. You know what I'm saying? So the kids of today, the Chief Keefs or Dirk or anybody that didn't know that history, they can just click on that page and go on there. You know what I'm saying? And I seen they had put something up like Chance the Rapper just followed the page. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the page popping, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good thing because it's so many memories. It's kind of like, it's like what New York's doing. New York probably got 20 pages like that. You know, you got Don Diva, then you got it's something Brooklyn. I think it's something Brooklyn, Live in Brooklyn. I don't really know, but it's a page like that.
Right. Because we hear academics tapping on a lot about certain shit. I feel like he'd be instigating a lot of shit. So I'm happy to hear that we got some positive pages and shit like that. I feel like why the OGs like you don't, you know what I mean? Give it to the youngins and shit like that. Give it to the youngins and shit like that. Well, or do you and shit like that? You doing it today and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I like they all will tell you like every last one of them. Like I took the picture with me and Dirk, Breezy and 600 Breezy and Fredo. Rest in peace, Fredo. You know, me and Bo Deal and both our daughters. You see what I'm saying? Like, so we show that the unity can be there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just that their generations is clashing. So you don't know, the pastors, the preachers, everybody, the mothers, community activists, everybody is trying to come to a common goal. It's just it's always one bad apple in the bunch. You know what I'm saying? Like 99% of the people can say, okay, y'all, we want these kids to play right, they bike, jumping jacks, Dutch, double Dutch, whatever, let them do their stuff. And then you got one person that's like, nah, they killed my brother. Exactly. You know, so now it's a gathering and this one dude comes shoot it up. But see, the difference from our generation, when something like that happened, that troublemaker got dealt with. You see what I'm saying? Because we let him know he wasn't bigger than the mob. You feel me?
Right.
So if we say it's a peace treaty, that's what it is. Now the flip side of that, when we did create peace treaties, the police was coming through, infiltrating like they was the oppositions, which is where ops come from, because we used to say oppositions. Okay. So now this generation say ops.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So the police will come through with their hat to the left or they hat to the right in a rival neighborhood, shoot it up, but it'll be the police. So, we had to find that out the hard way because you got to think they didn't want no peace treaty. And if you really look at it, if it's no crime, if it's no crime, there's no reason for police. They lose their jobs. So now you got to wonder, why are these police, when they give them quotas from tickets, they gonna pull you over, say your tail light was busted when it wasn't, say your blinker wasn't working when it was, because they made them stop saying like if people was their family members or whatever. But with us, the city's so segregated, we might don't ever see a Caucasian person, white person, unless it's the police. We might don't never see a Spanish person unless it's the police. Like New York, Philly, Jersey, Tri-State, y'all all mixed up. Like when I used to take my guys from the projects or the neighborhood up to New York, Philly, New Jersey, or throughout that way, they would call the Dominican girls or Puerto Rican girls some pretty Mexicans, because they never saw that before. They're like, y'all the prettiest Mexicans we ever seen. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So that just go to show you, like, it's a culture shock, it's a culture difference.
Yeah.
So they never seen that like that. And you got to realize, for Chicago and Illinois, we had what, like 8 million people? New York coming in with 2 million people. We the third largest city. LA, you know what I'm saying? With California, I ain't gonna, you know, California is California, New York, Chicago. You see what I'm saying? And then Houston and Texas. So you know what I'm saying? So for us, we got Cabrini Green is basically downtown.
Okay.
So all our projects got tore down. So now you got all the kids scattered out throughout the city. Being used to that. You know, it's kind of like being in prison for 10 years, and then in prison, they just open the doors and let people out.